everyone, my name is May, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 books that I want to read before the end of 2017. I kind of am making this video so that I have an accountability thing to myself of knowing that I told myself I should read these books, so I probably should read them. So if you agree with me or feel like you can relate, yeah. Let's get on to the 5 books that I want to read before the end of 2017. Number 1, which I've honestly been kicking myself about for ages, is Nevernight by J. Christoph. This book, so many people have recommended it to me, and I bought it, and it's kind of been, I've started to read it and then stopped reading it, and I've read, like, the first chapter part, which blew my mind, the way it was written. I don't really know how to describe what this book is about. I kind of have tried to go in not knowing anything. I think it's about a girl that's an assassin, and she's seeking revenge on people who killed her family, or something. But the first chapter, like, the writing just blew my mind. Like, at first I was like, whoa, this is very, well, graphic is not quite the word. Well, no, graphic is the word. Yeah, definitely an adult one is this one. Not for the faint-hearted, but this book I need to finish by the end of 2017 because or else I'm just gonna be really mad at me, and I need to do it before the series runs away and gets away, because I know the second one has already come out. Yeah. Speaking of before books get away, the second book that I want to read by the end of 2017 is Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Brandon Sanderson writes huge books, like huge books. This is part 1 of Way of Kings. There's a second part, like, the book is flaming huge and they hardly sell it as one big book. You can find it somewhere, but I bought this and then realised I've been ripped off. I think I'm most of the way through this. I'm listening to it on audio, don't hate me. But the reader's really good, okay? So I don't exactly know where I am in this book. Second book of this, which I think is it Words of Radiance? No, it's the third book. No, Words of Radiance I think is the second one, and then the third one, which is like Oathbringer, is coming out soonish at some point kind of thing. And Words of Radiance is huge, and this is huge, and if I don't, as far as I know, it's meant to be like a 10-book series, and if I don't catch up, I'm never going to catch up. So, yeah, I need to finish this book. I'm loving this book. I also don't really know much about how to describe this book. There's lots of different points of view. There's lots of bits of war. There's lots of bits of... Well, I don't really know how to describe it. It's really cool. It has some really great ideas. Lots of things that make me cringe, and it's harder core. Looks as though this and Nevernight are like the two harder core things, or whatever. I don't know. The next book that I want to read, I received a Christmas or two ago, and I still have not read, and I think my aunt will kill me because I think it is one of her favourites. In fact, she gave it to me, and that is Brideshead Revisited by Evelyn Waugh. I have been meaning to read for ages, and I did actually start reading a little bit of it, and I really liked the writing style. It was beautiful, but I just haven't got to finishing it more than, like, the first chapter, and I'm really, really sorry. Anyway, I would love to finish this by the end of 2017, not only so that then I can get on my high little horse about, oh look, I read a classic this year, but also because the writing style actually looks really cool, and if it's one of my aunt's favourite books, she studied literature, so I trust her judgment in books. I think it's about a bunch of events that all happen at a place called Brideshead, and I think the main character from the first bit that I read, like the first chapter that I read, I think he seemed to be like a veteran of the war. I'm not quite sure which. It says 1935. Oh wait, is that a different... Crap, there's 2. Who puts 2 blobs for 2 different books on the back of a plate? This book that I want to read, I don't yet have in physical form. That is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. I yet haven't finished Clockwork Princess, but I have finished all of the Mortal Instruments finally. Hallelujah! It was really good, and I will link down to more of me talking about that. Hopefully I will have uploaded something of me talking about that. I know I still need to read Clockwork Princess, but even if I don't end up reading Clockwork Princess, I really, really want to read Lady Midnight. Lady Midnight, as far as I know, follows Emma Carstairs and Julian Blackthorne, is that his name? That we meet in the final book of the Mortal Instruments, what's it called? City of Heavenly Fire. They are really cool characters, and as far as I know, they're much older now, living in LA. Everyone knows they're already Shadowhunters, so hopefully there'll be less of the weird introducey thing which happens. I'm really looking forward to that. Everyone raves about it and just saying that her writing just gets better and better and better, which I could definitely see when I finish the final book of The Mortal Instruments, so I'm really excited to read this. Also, the cover is so pretty from what I've seen, it's just so pretty, you know? Talking of pretty covers, the final book that I want to read, which you possibly can see because I've never removed it from my shelf, is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, which is a freaking monster of a book, just saying, admittedly with Brandon Sanderson sitting over there, you know? Maybe, whatever, anyway. This book, as far as I know, is about a assistant librarian called Lizo Strange, I think, and he has an obsession with finding this lost city called Weep. Then a bunch of hero-y people, I think, come along and they're gonna go look for it, and he goes with I don't know. I feel like I saw someone's review of this, and so I got a vague impression of what it's about, but really, again, I don't really know what this is about, and that's perfectly okay with me. I am super excited to read this. It is really, really pretty, and you know how everyone feels about pretty books. Okay? Just pretty books. They're pretty. Those are all of the books that I want to read by the end of this year. Let me know down below what you are making yourself gonna read, gonna finish by the end of this year. And we can all celebrate together at the end of the year when we have finished all of these, because we're gonna be good little ponies. Okay. I'll see you next time. Goodbye! Don't forget to subscribe. Yes, I put it out there on the internet that I was gonna read these by the end of 2017. You don't have any excuse, mate. Go and do it.